Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more EU4 Rule Britannia, going for the Anglophile achievements. Lots of rebels to worry about, but we are making some really solid progress in our missions. Taking over Holland has been a fairly fortuitous blow for us. Colonizing Virginia, we have the British West Indies as an official colonial nation, which is great. One thing I am going to want to do is subsidize these guys right away. We're going to give them a subsidy of at least a couple of ducats a month. And the reason for this is if you subsidize them, they are far more likely to start colonizing around for you, which I definitely do want. We could also do some knowledge sharing? No. They're a subject nation. I don't even know why it gives the option then. Why bother? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, all right. So the British West Isles, West Indies, we're going to try to help them spread a little bit more, get a little stronger. We'll feed them land from Portugal and stuff. That should be good enough, right? Let's improve relations, make sure that our colonial nation is quite happy. British West Indies. Converted the heretics of Cadiz. Let's go to Leon next. How is the religion looking? Solid. We are making progress in Ireland thanks to my Center of Reformation. Normandy and Brittany appear to have been fully converted. Not quite done with Scotland, but we're making good progress there. We have converted quite a bit of Portugal and stuff in our own time as well. So let's keep an eye on these guys here. Soria is certainly a problem. That's the only province that's really going to gain any meaningful amount of rebels, though. We could easily put most of that down. Pretty easily. Church power is going up by 2.16 per month right now because our religious unity is a bit better, and we have a much better monarch because I had James abdicate the throne in favor of Mary Hudson, a 636, which is going to be very, very useful to me. Liège is undoubtedly going to be taking some land. The Burgundian noble rebels are a problem. No Burgundian inheritance has definitely made for a weirder game over here because, you know, France can't take anything. The Pope is back in my turf. I don't like this. I am not a fan of Battle Pope taking over most of Italy. We need to kill the Pope. Yeah, you're Pope man. All right, what do I want? I don't mind telling Morocco that I want their land, because I actually do totally want their land. I want this. I got claims on all those other things. Most of this seems okay, actually. And I don't think I have to direct these guys to do much of anything. I guess I can go ahead and say that I want these. We'll just go ahead and say that I want it. Whatever. It doesn't matter that much. Parliamentary debate on doctrine. The British Parliament is often called upon to debate matters of religion. Typically, the Empress will propose a new wave of reforms for the Anglican Church, and the Parliament will take a stance along established factional lines. The members in the Commons, more likely to support radical or even Puritan measures. The Lords Temporal, more likely to favor a more conservative approach. Rarely does the Empress get her way precisely, and when they do, coercive measures are often involved. Pass reforms exactly as the Empress proposed lose legitimacy. Can't really afford that. I'm okay with the burghers gaining some influence for now. I want the church power, but legitimacy will really hurt. I'm kind of on the low side. Church power will mean that I can get the stability that much faster, but I'm going to say the Commons have their way. By the way, apparently we can rival somebody. We can rival Russia. Russia has a larger army than me. No surprise, I've actually been working on a pretty small army as of late. But I'm also kind of okay with that. And by kind of, I mean I'm totally okay with that. We'll go ahead and convert Asturias, who I suspect we converted before, but probably got flipped over by Catholics. We have a rival again. That's always nice. I'm going to send them an insult. I'm also going to embargo them when I have the chance. Issue embargo. Hey, 50. For just a brief moment, we're going to get some extra points of monarch points from the power projection. A very brief moment. We need to upgrade these ships. Costs a chunk of money. I also need some more buildings, though. We did just get some states, which means there's a lot of opportunities for some pretty good buildings. We're going to go ahead and do that instead. I was going to spend the money on another manufactory, but meh. Morocco is going to break off their alliance with me because I said that I want their land. But it's true. I do want your land. Look how many favors I've got with you guys. Man, I can do a lot. I don't know what else I would do with you, though. We don't need your help against Castile. You're kind of a worthless ally to me. I mean, you did help last time. It's not like you're a complete pushover. All right, some rebels are getting kind of close. We're going to have to raise up our army maintenance again. 36 ducats a month. More Anglican. Starting to work up here on Inverness. Up in Scotland. Good, good. Morocco has broken their alliance. All right. Frees me of a relationship slot. Austria's unhappy right now. What have I done to upset you? Aggressive expansion? Fair enough. Let's improve relations. So if you have a couple of other relationship slots, I could either start looking at some more allies, or I could look at getting some vassals. Triangle trade. The price of slaves goes up. Castile, you naughty, naughty heathen. I'd love to take over Flanders and diplomatically annex it, to be honest. I would like that a lot. There's the Castilians. They fired. All right. I think we can probably handle this. Let's put both of our generals in charge. And that should be easy enough. Squish. Okay, that's the Castilians done and out of the way. Leon is still a problem, and so is Salamanca, but otherwise, I think we're good to reduce our army maintenance once again. Would love to pay down my inflation. Can't really justify it at the moment. Could get a state in Ireland. Mostly Iberia, though. That's where the money's at. How are we looking in terms of our colony up here? Almost done at the James River. Powhatan has been renamed. Oh, I guess this is where Jamestown was, wasn't it? Not in the Chesapeake. It was a little bit further north. That's fine. Nice-looking colonist. He's kind of cute. He looks like a pilgrim. All right, we're very close to getting our free stability, which will make it a lot easier to deal with some of the unrest problems. Just wait one more month. Poland is influencing Moldavia. Free stability. Boom. That's nice. Okay, so you're going to be done very soon. 106 settlers a year is a pretty good, solid speed. I actually don't know if I want to convert Akashus. Reformed. I mean, it's good, but it's not that important. I'd rather continue working on the Catholics. Let's get Salamanca out of the way. So let's see. There it is. James River's done. Okay, move on up. Let's go to this. Development around here is actually pretty consistent. Getting to Delaware would be nice. We'll just kind of continue doing this just systematically, though. Can purchase another ability. I guess we'll go for the prestige. Plenty more states that we can work on, yes. Let's go for the diplomatic technology. We are still gaining enough that I'm fine, so let's do chartered companies. Now we are ahead of time in all tech, which means innovativeness is going to continue to go up. Which is nice. Being Anglican means that it's going to go up faster than it would for anyone else. But now we are so far ahead of time on tech that I'm pretty much able to spend my monarch points with impunity. Tariffs on sugar on the British West Indies. No, I'll just get some free power. Tariffs are okay, but they do tend to really upset your colonies. Understandably so. Right now we're making 0.62 ducats out of them per month. Which is good, although obviously we are subsidizing them far more than we are gaining from them. But still, this should give me some good trade power in the Caribbean. Florida counts as the Caribbean, by the way. Caribbean, I flip between the two frequently. I'm glad we took this. This is a nice coastal center of trade. So they have a pretty reasonable amount of trade power out here, which should make it a little easier for them to grow. We can kill Portugal very soon, by the way. July 1560, in a few months. Well, the rebels are no longer much of a concern, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up 6 more transport ships. We're also going to build a manufactory in... Did we already say we're building one in London? I guess we already did. Let's build one in Maine. and another church in Northumberland. Let's do all that. I want these transport ships eventually so I can transfer these stacks around a little bit faster, but for the time being, let's go ahead and transfer these troops down that way, because we are going to take on Portugal. We're going to feed a lot of land off to my vassals. I don't even think I'm going to have to pay any power for that, which will be very convenient. Den Haag wants a seat in Parliament. Grant it. By all means, it's a 30 development province. I think that they deserve it. A-O freaking K with that. Whoa! My rebels, my army nearly died to those guys. We should have a little more army maintenance there. Just a little bit. They don't even have a lot of ferocity. The Papal State has declared war on Aragon. They want to take over Sicily next. Sure, Mamluks, you can have that. You're fighting the Ottomans, are you? Ooh. Would love to kill the Mamluks and get Egypt. Gosh, dang, these reformed. Get away from me. All right, so this is about to be done. Lost an advisor, admin advisor. Sad. Missionary strength guy? Yeah, we're going to do that, and then we're going to promote him. Just once, for now. That's all we can afford. Non-enforcement of ordinances. Autonomy is better than losing power. Protestantism is very thoroughly entrenched, and interestingly enough, Reformed is all over the dang place in Italy. Oh, the Pope must be having a heck of a time maintaining themselves. What kind of a Pope are you? You can trust your neighbor. State maintenance reduction. Yeah, all right, that saves me some money. Military access from Dithmarschen. All right. I'd like to kill Sweden. They are no longer allied to Denmark, but they are still allied to Pomerania and Russia. Russia is scary and strong, so I definitely do not want to fight them. Right now, I could actually still conceivably lose to Russia. In some ways. One thing I could really use are probably some extra allies. Maxed out with Austria. Okay. So, who would like to have an alliance? A few people I don't care about. No one big. And Lithuania is losing ground to Russia. Okay. No one would be willing to really take vassalization from me. Montferrat and Gotland. This guy here? You exist? Hey! Hello. Little tiny reformed duchy who would love to be my vassal. I don't have nearly enough influence with them. I don't think it really matters. Take on foreign debt? No thanks. Royal marriages. Poland could use one. Yeah, we should do that. Let's get my legitimacy going up a little bit faster. 1.45 per year right now. Okay. Actually, they just made the offer. I should have accepted that. Montferrat. You, I could actually vassalize. It's a bishopric. We can't royal marry you because of that. Let's try improving relations for a little bit. Let's see what happens. Burgundy went bankrupt again. Flanders has been broken. But Flanders is still under the thumb of Burgundy for some reason. Hello, Liège! You decided you wanted to get up in my face, did you? Alright. Fine by me. Castile itself would actually be a really good place to create a new state. Right here. And we're going to do it. 116 power there. Alentejo. That'll be right here, right? Yeah. Can turn that into a partial state, but we're missing a couple of provinces. I think I'd rather not. I'm gonna make Ireland into a state. We've got the power. Too few seats in Parliament. Mm-hmm. Not much point in giving it to anyone in Ireland, to be honest. I think this is given to the burghers. Yeah, it is. I'd like Aquitaine to be a state instead. Let's go to my economic and look for development. You, 21, you get a seat. Okay. Clergy demands some land. Give you this, Cantabria. Good enough. Oh, let's see. Alentejo is definitely the best target for a state, but I just don't want to do it right now. Not until we fight Morocco. We are about to have a rebellion, by the way. So let's go ahead and raise these guys up. You raise me up, I can walk on mountains. This will not be enough to put down all of the rebels. And it doesn't matter because they fired already. This is Highlands, which is unfortunate. I'd rather not fight these guys in the Highlands. But I also don't feel like I have a lot of choice. Okay, they're dead. We should actually consider getting a conquistador to go and explore in North America. I want these transports to get down over here. You guys are looking good. Let's get the conquistador. So, I can declare war on you now, yeah? I have no casus belli. Really? I'm surprised by that. I would have thought that these guys would go ahead and get something for me. They did not get any claims. Alright, well, let's get in position to do so. I am making so much freaking money right now. It's amazing. I love making 50 ducats a month. Manufactories. Essex. Churches. Oh my god. Yes, please. Every time you create new states, I need to make sure that I'm building some new buildings, because there's a lot to be had. A lot. 7.8% progress with Paris, and it's been a few years already. It is going to take a long time. It's going to be done in 1606. Another 45 years to look forward to. Granted, we do have the 20% cost reduction, which makes it easier, but still. Hello, guys in Rappahannock. Yes, I know my morale is quite low, but apparently it's still enough to beat you. Dies. That'll be useful. I think we finish off this, and then we start diverting our colonists to finishing off a colonial nation in Eastern America, and then we start working on Canada. And once I have 3 colonial nations that I'm subsidizing, that will be good for me. The Dutch. Friesland is colonizing Bermuda. That is hilariously awesome. I'm actually amazed. Friesland is considered Dutch? I don't need a diplomatic relation. I got too many as it is right now. Lost an advisor. Okay. None of these are good. But I want Diplo power. Can I get anybody? That won't work. Yeah. I would love to do this, but the clergy have too much influence as is. Alright, we're going to go for a level 3, I don't want spy network construction, really, but improved relations can be useful. Alright, anything to keep gaining more diplomatic power is going to be better. The burghers just gained influence, didn't they? Yikes. Alright, they're going to become a problem. You are changing a culture from Portuguese. That's your priorities? Okay. If and you say so. Montferrat. Hello. I really wish I had another diplomat right now. Okay, we're maxed out with them already. Ally them. I am going to do a few things to try and make them like me, so I can take them as a vassal and eventually eat them. Because I don't see why not. It's an easy chunk of land to get for pretty cheap. We are going to influence you. And probably offer to share some knowledge or something. There's no institution they can learn from. Oh, it's institution! Sharing maps is the other thing. I could do that. Offer military access is still worth 10. I can make a small gift. Military power is good, but I lose a lot of money. No. I'm fine on military power as it is right now. Right now I have more military power than I literally know what to do with. I really should be building barracks, but we're doing okay on our manpower front, so I'm just not that worried about it. Send a gift. Whoop. 25 ducats is all it takes. They love me. Excommunication of Aragon. Evangelical Union. The Protestants have begun forming their unions to fight. I am okay with Protestants winning. There's actually a chance, I think, that I could become the emperor. I think there is a chance that I could persuade a bunch of Protestants to make me emperor. I think Anglicanism still counts. I think we are allowed to do that. I could be wrong. It'd be worth testing. And they're my vassal now. Boom. All right, we got a free vassal. That was easy. Ooh. Yes. Let's charter some colonies. Aw, come on. No. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Why can't anything here be easy? Autonomy. Power. Corruption. Corruption. Autonomy. Prestige. Man, that hurts. You can just sit back and wait a few years, but I want the extra colonist now. It's good to have it now. By the way, I should consider training up another troop. We're going to do exactly that. Let's train up an extra troop and send them over there. Flanders is declaring independence from Burgundy. Good for you guys. So, if I were to declare war on Flanders instead, no one would defend them. Aren't you a part of the Empire? You're not a part of the Empire, I guess, right now, technically. Let's build a spy network on them. Just for the time being. Yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of fun to kill them. Yeah. Guys in Rappahannock. We're so close to losing these troops again and again and again. Makes me a tiny bit uncomfortable, you know? Trier broke their alliance with Austria. Because of the Evangelical Union, I would imagine. Austria is going to lose. Soundly, in fact. Who else is a part of this thing? Huh. There are 35 princes still, which is interesting. Silesia, Lithuania, and the Knights have joined the Catholic League, but that's it. It's not a lot. Really not a lot. I don't think it's going to work out well for you, Austria. I think you're going to lose. Papal State declares war on Genoa. I lost. Whoa. Unexpected turn of events. We gotta wait until our guy arrives so we can have the defensive terrain. Something defected to Kong. Most of the Africans are gaining their territory back from Castile. Salzburg has broken their alliance with Austria. Everyone's going to break their alliance with Austria now. Austria is going to be exceptionally vulnerable. I may not want to be friends with them for much longer, actually. There's really not a lot for me to gain by sticking around with them. And potentially a lot to lose if the Evangelical Union declares on them and I have to defend. Genoa, how did you just get this land? I don't know who gave it to you, but the Papal State's going to go take it. Okay, there's actually enough natives here that it's causing problems. How ferocious are you guys? You're pretty aggressive. Alright. We need to get... we're going to lose the colony right now. It's a little annoying. We're going to go ahead and do this one, I guess. No. Reykjavik. Train up another set of troops. More provinces are defecting away from Castile. The Northern Rebellion. Oh, boy. Queen Elizabeth I sought to bring out the religious settlement with the objective of establishing in England a Protestant Anglican church with herself as the supreme governor. Things began to fray around the edges when Mary, Queen of Scots, fled to England. The problem for Elizabeth was that Mary was a Catholic claimant to the English throne. Elizabeth I had Mary locked away in various castles, but she still became the center of numerous conspiracies to overthrow the upstarts who had displaced the ancient aristocracy. Their basic idea was to marry Mary to Norfolk, England's only duke. This combination represented a serious threat to Elizabeth, but Norfolk seemed undecided and continued to delay until Elizabeth I invited him to London, whereupon she locked him in the Tower. Elizabeth I suspected that the Earls of Northumberland, Westmoreland, and Cumberland were involved in the conspiracy and invited them to London as well. The Earls guessed their accommodation would be the Tower and opted instead for a rebellion, which began at about midnight on the 9th of November in 1569. Remember the 9th of November, right? No, that's not it. The Catholic faith had survived in the north, and there was a real resentment against the extension of Tudor domination and Elizabeth I's new men. The Earl of Northumberland mustered his troops in Richmond on the 16th of November. Sir George was appointed provost marshal, and martial law was declared. Elizabeth I ordered that 700 of the riffraff be executed. 200 of these were to be from or around Richmond. How many were actually executed is not known, but seemingly it was a smaller number, perhaps around 57, 12 of whom were from Richmond. The decade after the rebellion was a difficult period for the Catholics, who faced constant persecution. Religious meetings were held in secret, away from the eyes of unfriendly informants. It seems, however, that the very few gentry who were accused in court of holding Catholic beliefs were the mere tip of a great pyramid, which represented a hidden underground movement. Keep Norfolk in the Tower and smash the rebels. Smash them. Lose tech. Tech costs for 5 years? At this stage of the game does not affect me at all. Alternatively, cavalry costs, 18 nobles. Release Norfolk and loses stability. No. No. All right. I think then we start transferring troops up this way. It's going to take a while to get my navy back in position, which is annoying, but whatever. And I think we smash the rebels. It is a lot of rebels. If, and only if, I were able to get my armies in position, it would be a lot easier to deal with these guys. We don't have a lot of time to get my army in position because the Navy has to come in all the way from Cuba. Which I don't have to tell you is a good long way away. So really what I should do is tell these guys I want them to transfer all the way up to, let's say, here. Let's see how quickly we can get our troops across the water, but I don't think it's going to be fast enough. All right. So more prestige for conversions. I mean, yeah, we're actually getting a pretty good amount of prestige from this right now. Both of you guys are going to go to here. Together, I think you'll be enough. Raise up the army maintenance the rest of the way. There are already natives to deal with, but we should be able to deal with them now. There we go. Okay. Start the process with that one. Knowledge from Poland. The sophisticated affluents of Poland are giving up the chance to catch up on the technological progress. A monthly fee of 10 ducats will be paid But we would gain 1% growth in our capital area provinces towards the printing press. 10 years. That is a lot of money. It would speed up the printing press a lot. But I think I might decline. Do I want to pay 120 ducats a year? It's going to turn out to be about 1,200 ducats. Just to gain in our capital area a bit faster. And I mean, as of right now, we don't have any. 10 ducats a month is a lot. But maybe it is worth it. I accept. We are going to accept that. All right. Navy, where are you? There you are. Getting close. Tariffs on cotton. Nope. All right. We want to keep some troops in some places. I'm going to put a general in charge. Go to Cumbria. And they immediately fire. Perfect. We got there just in time. Actually, yes, we did get there just in time. Kill some rebels before they have a chance to get together. That is the big goal right now. Smash the rebels before they get together in a big death ball. Easy enough. Okay, some autonomy in York, yes. It's unfortunate. But I think it can be done. You need to get down here as well. Okay, so now I can just go back and lick my wounds for a little bit. Because 18,000 more rebels is actually totally killable. Actually, we can just go kill him right now. And that's a good place to end it. Okay, we have dealt with the Northern Rebellion. Thank you, Queen Elizabeth, who doesn't exist. You're so very, very helpful to me. But that's done and out of the way. We've got a vassal. We haven't gone to war in a little bit, and I'm raking in a load of money and power, but otherwise, things are going pretty well for me. Integration of France, 13% of the way done. Long, long way to go. But it'll be well worth it in the end, I think. And I wouldn't mind using an opportunity to kill Flanders before the Emperor will get involved. And the Religious League War, I could join the Protestant side, but I don't think that I'm too worried about it. I think the Protestants will win pretty handily. And if they do, maybe I can do something to try and make myself the Emperor. Emperor of 2 empires. That'd be fun. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.